Okay, so in the middle of a job, welding up all this ERW tube, lots of bits and pieces to do, and there's a nice big hole under the bench where I took out the old compressor, and I have actually had a clean up, and it's just as well because my new one's turned up, literally 5 minutes ago. That was pretty good delivery, less than 48 hours from ordering, so I can't complain. So I've just got to put the wheels on, so it's come almost complete. Put the wheels on there, I've got some rubbers to go underneath the front, a couple of filters and a breather in the oil hole, and the handle I'm not going to put on because it's going to go under the bench. So that's about all I need to do. I think that's going to be ample for me. 100 litre tank, 14.6 CFM. That should do me a treat. So let's see if we can get the wheels put on and the rubber feet and see what happens. Okay, so I put it all together, and they say run it for 10 minutes under no load, so I took the bung out the bottom. I had to change the fitting there because the one that was on it doesn't fit, and I've got a couple of issues. There's oil pouring out of here, and turns out the head bolts were loose, both of them, so they obviously don't do a PDI of any description. And once the tank had filled, once I'd run it for 10 minutes, it was pouring air out of here. So that's got to be fixed. Again, they mustn't have done any sort of inspection beforehand, and I don't know if you can see that rubber bung. Oh, of course it goes out of focus. Get it back into focus. You know, that rubber, not bung, it's an O-ring, is actually loose. It's not even touching the bodywork of the tank. So I've got to sort that out. So let's see what we can do. Right, it wouldn't do up, so I've undone it, and I don't know if you can see that. No, you can't because it's out of focus, but the thread is absolutely knackered. I was lucky that didn't blow out once I'd filled the tank up and take someone's eye out. So that's no good, so I've got to try and find a replacement. I might have something kicking about in the workshop, so let's go and have a little look around, see what we can find. Look at that, stainless steel bung, 1/2 inch gas bung, and a 1/2 inch BSP tap. Must be my lucky day. So I'm just going to tap this back out because it is a little bit mullered. Not particularly. I think the bung was actually a lot softer than this sleeve in the tank. But I'm just going to clean it out with this. I suppose I can't really complain. You know, the whole setup as it is with delivery is 240 quid. So it's 200 quid plus VAT really, and free delivery. So it's a UK company, but I'm guessing these are probably some Chinesium import that they stick their own name on. I stand to be corrected at that, but I don't think they make them. This company make basically gas struts for sort of like car tailgates and things, that sort of gas strut. They do sell all sorts of other tools and equipment, but I don't know whether they actually make it. I think they probably just import it and flog it. As I say, can't really complain for the price. That looks much better. Cleaned it up a bit. And what I'm going to do before I put this back in, apart from taping it up, is just blow the tank out a little bit, just make sure there's no muck in there. So let's start her up. Cover it up a bit and just see if we get any muck out of it. I don't think there'll be a lot in there. Just want to make sure that there any debris rattling around in the bottom of there. I think that'll probably do it. So let's go and see if we can tape up this bung. That bit of tape looks pretty manky. If I'll be able to use it. No, it's going to be easier to start again, I think. Let's find a fresh bit. There we go. This is just PTFE tape. Use it all the time for gas fittings and plumbing fittings, all sorts of other fittings. It's the thin one. I have got one of these that's so thick you just put one wrap around it, literally one wrap. Real thick stuff, but this is the real thin stuff, so you can put a fair few turns on it. Right, let's see if we can stick it in. Tighten her up. It's slightly annoying, these type of things when they happen. You know, luckily I've got the tools, the equipment and the know-how to sort them out, but if some poor bloke had just bought it to stick in his garage and muck about with, you know, at weekends, he might not have a clue, all the tools. So he'd have to get onto them and either get someone out or send it back. So it's slightly irritating, and it's cost me, you know, another hour's work this afternoon. Anyway, there it is. Seems to be working fine now. Let's see if it cuts out when it should. Yep, there we go, right on the red line. So they've set that right. Now there is air coming out of these holes here, but I think they're supposed to. I'm hoping that we haven't got the same issue, or maybe mine didn't have an issue. Maybe it's supposed to let air out. Anyway, it's not leaking there anymore. So, let's get it back in the workshop. Stick it in where the old one was, and hopefully we'll have a good few years service out of this one. I must change that to the same as the other one though, because it'd be quite handy to use the two outlets. I'm not sure if both of them are regulated or whether one's just the full tank pressure. The one on the left as you're looking at it is regulated. That's the one that you can turn the pressure up and down on. So I'm not sure if the other one is as well. I'll have to check the way it's piped in. So I had a good old clear up under the bench. I've moved all of that stuff, cleaned out underneath and put it all back, so it's nice and clean under there now. So we've got to get back onto this job. More welding. That'll keep me occupied for a very long time, I think. So thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.